Hey, Rob here. So it's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Just leaving my studio and been photographing headshots all day and doing workflow. It's been a busy day. Yeah, we got this gig for headshots with it's a committee. They're all mostly volunteers. A couple of the people on the committee are employees. They're part of the airport in our city. And it's kind of cool. A couple thoughts I want to express to you, and that is that when we got a request to do a quote for them, we always, you look at the situation and go, okay, what is the best way to service these people? You could go off straight off your price list, a couple $100 per person. There's like 14 people, and that would be a couple $1,000. Or my preferred approach is to give them a bit of a volume discount. These are not people that are pursuing a headshot. They basically, most of them wouldn't come in because, they're not necessarily in the market for one. They're coming in because they're basically being told to come in. They have to get one to, as part of the committee that they're a part of. So there's that. So there's the psychological aspect to it. And the other thing is that I want to preemptively make it as easy as possible for all these people. So the way we quote these, often we've done this for many people. We've done this on location. We've done them in the studio. We tell them, we say, look, we'll set aside 3 days. We'll set up the studio. We'll come up with a look. Everybody will be photographed the same way. They come in. I shoot about 22 to 28 pictures per person. Normally I shoot a lot more. And they call at their convenience to schedule the appointment. And they went for it. We can keep our bid, our costs a little lower by doing that. And, I'll take the money, right? So to remain competitive, not only on price, but on the way the service is rendered, I think that's pretty important. Everybody's happy. And, I can get the job done by doing 22 shots of everybody. But what I like about doing this kind of stuff, besides the fact that we're making money and sales, I'm a people person, so I like meeting everybody. Everybody on this committee, they're all big players. They all people that work in let's see, the last guy I photographed, he's got 3 kids and a wife. His kids are in their early 20s. Local guy, she's a local guy. What do they call that? Human resources management, something like that. And another person came in. She was a lawyer, and she knew my sister, who's a lawyer. She went to the same law school as my sister, so it was like she was all excited that I was connected to her past. Anyways, that kind of stuff happens in a small community like ours. A lot of people. So, but it's nice to connect everybody. Yeah, another person came in. He was an ex hockey player, professional hockey player. Now he owns a grocery store. So they're all people with really interesting lives, interesting paths. And I often will hand out a free gift certificate for a free family photo. It's complimentary. I hand those out. I use a little bit of discretion when I hand those out. I'm trying to get people to come back to us, obviously, for that reason. Anyways, we've been really busy, and that's just one of the things that I've been up to. And last week I photographed the Chamber of Commerce Awards banquet. I did a video on that. It's in the Facebook group. You might want to watch that. I get into the lighting and all that. What else? Did a wedding, a pop-up wedding on Saturday. I did a video on that. Yesterday I did a family shootout at the lake. Did a video on that, and it's being rendered right now, so it's going up on YouTube as we speak. Yeah, it's been busy. All kinds of stuff. And anyways, one of the guys that came in works for the local college. And I told him he looked like Martin Short. He did. I said, you look like Martin Short. But he was a real smart dude, and just a little bit tall, slim guy, looks like Martin Short. very bright, obviously very bright individual, probably an academic, I don't know. But as he was leaving, he looks around the studio, and you can tell he's very insightful, and he's taking it in, and he asks me, he goes, what area of photography do you make most of your business in? I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. Nobody asks me that question, but it's a question that I'll often tell people if they ask how I'm doing. I will say that the majority of my business comes from fairy portraiture, and then we do families and obviously headshots, but it's mostly fairy portraiture and pop-up weddings. And then of course everybody says, well, what's a pop-up wedding? So I have to explain that to them. Nobody knows what a pop-up wedding, virtually. So, but anyways, yeah, that was interesting. So as I was leaving, I noticed we got mail. So I picked up the mail, and it was a small envelope, handwritten to Westmount Photography. And it was from the Chamber of Commerce. I could tell because that was a return address. I knew right away what it was. I said, this is a thank you card from the Chamber for the shoot that I did last week with them. And sure enough, I opened it up, and here it is. Bada boom. It's a card, local scene. I recognize that scene. That's our lake, Ramsey Lake, and obviously it's very scenic, fall shot, and a handwritten thank you. You know, you gotta love it when you get this kind of love and gratitude. On behalf of the Greater Sudbury Chamber of Commerce, we want to express our appreciation and thank you for all of the work. So that's kind of cool. Don't you think that's kind of cool when you get that kind of appreciation from an actual photo shoot? You know, I think I mentioned this in a previous video as well. Actually, I did. I'll mention it again. It's appreciation that comes from a different form, in a different way. And that was last Thursday, I photographed the CEO of this same committee that I photographed most of the headshots for today. But this guy was the CEO of the airport. So he's like the kahuna. And nice guy. We really hit it off. So anyways, I think he came in on Thursday, and it was Thursday night I was doing a commercial shoot. Yeah, it was Thursday night for a small little place. It's a spa, and actually the same lady who runs the agency, she hired me for that shoot. She hired me for this committee with all the headshots. There's a connection. Bear with me. And I mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. So anyways, I saw her Thursday night. Thursday day was when I photographed that CEO, right? So I'm at the spa. It's a small retail outlet on the outskirts of our city, and they need to get some nice pictures, and I gave them a good quote for 2 hours of photography. So I get there, and she's there, and she said, oh, I got a call today from the CEO. I was in the middle of a meeting, and I could see it was him calling, and she had to excuse herself from this meeting because to her it was important that she take this call. It was the CEO. Do you know why he called her? He called her to say thank you for choosing us as their photographer. He said, you made the right choice. And she's telling me this, and I'm like, oh, that's amazing. That is amazing that he said that, and he actually went out of his way to call her directly and to say those things. So that was pretty cool. That was that was the main reason he called her. So, anyways, gratitude is important. You know, I get up in the morning, first thing I say is thank you, and at night before I go to bed, I do the same thing. Now, you can apply this in your business, not only from a spiritual, emotional, and psychological level, by being filled with gratitude. Gratitude is by far the most potent, powerful, and effective state that you can apply in your life. All you got to do is say, I'm thank you for everything I have in my life. Anything and everything you have. I'm thank you for my health, my family, my business, my camera, my dog, my cat, my goldfish, whatever. A state of gratitude is a very, very powerful state. So imagine when you apply that in your business. You know, I have a bunch of cards similar to this one I just showed you, and I'll often mail out a thank you card. the cards that I have, they're kind of generic. Like this one here, there's really no printing inside, so you can use it for anything. You can use it for a happy birthday. I've used them for sympathy cards. Sorry about your loss. Sometimes people have had a promotion or a big thing happen to them, and I'll send them a congratulations. But mostly it's a thank you. Thank you for what you did. You try that, man. You start sending out thank you cards to people, to clients, to connections, people in your network, in your town, in your city, and you watch. And I've written about this 20 years ago when I put together my first marketing manual. And I often tell the story of our local print shop that prints our newsletters and what have you. They do copies and that. I gave them a thank you card like a long time ago. I did this. We're talking like probably 20 plus years now. And then I was in the coffee shop one day, not coffee, copy. It's called copy actually. Anyways, and I noticed the thank you card was pinned under corkboard at the back. And it was there for years and years and years. And I told the lady, I said, oh, there's the card I sent you guys. And she said, oh, that was so nice that you sent that. You know, it's just a powerful strategy. And if you apply it on all fronts in any way, shape, or form, doesn't matter, when you live and express gratitude and say thank you, there's nothing better. All right, I got to keep my eye on the road. Talk to you later.